Today I'm going to be discussing the Oscar-winning film Good Will Hunting. Recognized for the Best Original Screenplay, this film has the ability to be relatable to the viewer and provide takes on societal pressures and norms. Amongst the Oscar-winning storyline are great actors and amazing camera work that allow the viewer to experience the film to its full potential and understand all of the messages that it tries to convey. In my opinion, the most relatable aspect of the film is the theme of friendships. Will and his three friends, Chucky, Morgan, and Billy, have all exemplified the classic teenage group of friends. This depiction of friendship is relatable to all viewers of all ages. Whether the viewer is currently at the stage of life that Will is depicted in the film, or they're older now, reminiscing on the times when they were Will's age, they can see themselves in him and his friends as they go through the film, interacting with each other. The film has purposefully and accurately depicted the societal pressures that Will experiences at the stage of life that he's in. Multiple characters throughout the film show various opinions on whether or not a higher education is worth it to succeed in life. For example, Will. Though he has the skills to do well in a college setting, he doesn't believe it's important enough for him to get a college education. Skylar, Will's love interest, dedicates her life to school and believes it's the most important path she can take to do well in the future.
Because tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'll be 50. And I'll still be doing this shit. That's alright, that's fine. I mean, you're sitting
One of Will's friends wishes he had the ability to do something further with his life.
That's bullshit. Because I'd do fucking anything to have what you got. So would any of these fucking guys.
The differing opinions on college throughout the characters shows that society has pressured people into believing that they have to go to college and get a higher education in order to succeed in life. And finally, in the most general sense, Will's at the point of his life where he has to confront his past in order to make decisions about his future. The majority of viewers who watch this film can connect to Will because they have been at this point in their life and can relate to how he feels. Some of the greatest work done for this film was the ability to cast such amazing actors who developed their characters separately, but also with the rest of the cast. Writers of the film, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, also star in the film as Will and Chucky. The two have an outstanding ability to depict a comfortable and realistic relationship that you usually see between best friends. Another actor in the film who should be noted for his outstanding work is Robin Williams. Robin Williams plays Sean McGuire, a therapist who Will is supposed to meet with weekly in order to fulfill the requirements of not having to serve jail time after getting into legal trouble. At first, the two don't get along and don't seem to ever be able to get along. This is a scene that I think best depicts those emotions.
Well, that's it, isn't it? You married the wrong woman. What happened? What'd she leave you? Was she, banging some other guy?
If you ever disrespect my wife again, I will end you. I will fucking end you. Got that, Chief?
Time's up.
In a completely improvised scene, Sean is shown telling Will a story about his late wife.
My wife used to fart when she was nervous. She had all sorts of wonderful little idiosyncrasies. She used to fart in her sleep. I'm sorry I shared that with you. One night it was so loud it woke the dog up.
Because the emotions and actions in the scene are real, it's easy for the viewer to connect to both of them and understand what each one is feeling. The only negative remark I can give to Matt Damon and the rest of the actors in the film is their wicked, fake Boston accent. For the most part, it was really believable, but some parts, not at all. And finally, the decisions for filming made by director Gus Van Sant elicit emotion from the viewer. The most memorable camera work is the scene where Chucky portrays Will in a job interview. As the camera rotates, it's going to face a chair that Will is supposed to be sitting in. The time elapses and it creates an aspect of suspense for the viewer. We're left wondering if Will is sitting in that chair, ready to take a job opportunity that you know he doesn't want.
I had $200 in my back pocket right now.
Well, I don't think I can, Larry?
I've got,
When the camera finally gets to the chair and it's Chucky, the viewer gets a sense of relief and the rest of the scene plays out comically. Close-up shots of the actors' faces provide visceral emotion to the viewer as they're able to see exactly what the character is feeling.
You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever dared to love anybody that much.
lastly, perhaps the most praiseworthy aspect of the film is that it comes full circle at the end. If you haven't seen the film yet, I really suggest you do. This moment will make you feel relieved and glad you waited till the end. Good Will Hunting deserves every Oscar it had been awarded for its ability to relate to the viewer on an emotional level. The ability to connect with an audience through a movie screen is a hard thing to do, but with the actors and camera work, the cast and crew was able to create a film that is long-lasting and proves to be a classic.